Hello everybody from sunny Anglesey, back on the MENAI Strait, not too far from the Swellies. Well, I suppose you could class it as the Swellies. That's just there. I'm fishing with two rods. I'll show you what's going on there. Got Curtis there, and Caden. He's going to set his rod up in a minute. He's just doing a bit of foraging. He has just found a peeler crab. We're on this mark in between the bridges. Not really fished it. Never caught nothing from here, not fished it. Don't know nothing about it. But it's really windy. There's like 40-mile-an-hour gusts. We went over to Beaumaris and it was blowing sort of across at us, and we went over to Body Gazelle pub. We were only chancing it for a couple hours here. The wind was bad, but here, because the wind is sort of coming from that angle, I figured we'd get a bit of cover, and it's all right. We're getting a slight little blow coming round, but nothing like it was. What I'm going to show you in a bit as well, there's a lovely coastal path around there, and there's some really good, what look like good bass spots on the sand beds and stuff. I'm going to have a walk around and have a look in a minute. And there's a lovely old church in that. Just want to get some fish caught. That's the main thing. Little John's here. Here's Little John. Say hello, mate. Yeah? He's made a boat out of kelp, so he's going to be making boats, do a bit of foraging. We'll see what we can do. So I've got two rigs here from Key with two squid. I thought I'll put a squid on because anything eats a squid, doesn't it? Key's pulleys, best of the best. Obviously, I'll be clipping them down. I've got the clips. I've got some other baits with me. Couldn't get any fresh worms, which I'd have liked. We've got a squid on that pulley too, and again this one will be clipped down. But just what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place this is. You can park just up there, wouldn't that be the dream house, eh? And just walk around them railings down and onto the beach. Curtis is just about to go in. Come on, matey. Nice. That's a good chuck, Jesus. Nice. Good chuck, that. Hoping he gets something. Kaida's going to be setting up soon, aren't you, mate? Yeah. He's going to be on it soon. I really do not know what to expect here. I'm guessing you get bass coming through. I'm guessing you'll get doggies and us coming through. Don't know. Guess you get the hounds coming through. That's why I've gone with a squid, because anything eats a squid, don't it? Right, I'm talking too much. Let's get this rod in. These rods in, not this rod. And if you like this type of stuff, hit that subscribe button. I can't wait to go and have a look at some new spots over there in a bit. Do a bit of moving around, but just look at this weather. Oh, it's beautiful. Right, let's get fishing. So these clip things are pretty new to me, to be honest. A lot of you have been saying, clip your baits down, clip your baits down. Well, now I am clipping the baits down to get a bit more aerodynamics. I'm sure everybody knows how they work, but basically when that hits the water, it pops up and your bait's out to keep it streamlined. I'm new to using them. I know exactly how they work. I've seen them used a million times. It's something I've never bothered, but I'm going to start using them from now. That's a nice slimline squid bait. I'll be interested to see how this holds in the current, to be fair. Put one at sort of that angle. And that is out in the straits. And this is the interesting part now. It's not a massive tide, but I know it does gush through here, so we'll just see how that holds for a minute. I'm hoping it settles. It looks like it's settling-ish. Is it settling or is it moving? It's settled, that has. Settled enough anyway. This is another clip-in one. The different clip how this works. I know you probably can't see it from there, but I can. It does look like that line has pulled round into the buoy, what they tied the boats to, which is really not ideal. Really, really, really not ideal. As I say, I don't know nothing about this place. It's just a chance, like a lot of my sessions lately. I do cast a lot better, don't I, when that slim line down like that. Might need to up the leads. I haven't actually brought a lot with me, to be fair. I brought just an handful of leads and a few rigs in a bag. Let's see how that was. Yeah, that one has pulled right round, but it's holding now, so we will see how that goes. That one's pulling round as well. No. Right, they're both pulling right round. It's not even a big tide. God's sake. No! This was not the plan. Right, it seems to be holding now. A bit. Let a bit of line off. We'll have to do the old slack line thing again, won't we? So the lead just kicks round. Yeah, both them rods. That one's pulled into the buoy and that one's bouncing round slowly. Hoping it settles. The good thing about that though is I'm definitely in the channel if it's pulling round. So I'll cast a bit shorter next time. So I've got a feeling that left rig is a goner because the line's going around the buoy what they tie the boat up to. Oh no, not the best starts in the world, is it? We're fishing. This is what happens, eh? We're fishing. Can't wait to go have a little walk around there. It's absolutely beautiful. I know a few of you have been saying on the comments you'd love to see the scenery and stuff around Anglesey. It's much more than a fishing video. Like you like to, you know, see the beautifulness, how spectacular Anglesey is. I'm pretty sure I just had a bite on that left one. It's had a little ping up and down. It's a slight ping back then down, but it is looking like it's round that buoy, so this is going to be interesting. I think there's a little nibble then. It was just one like pinging down. Could have been the lead just moving or something. Or a bit of weed in the line, you never know, do you? It could have been. Not going to say it was a definite bite, but there was something. Oh, and that one then. See that on that one? Could be the wave from this boat that's just gone past, to be honest. No, these waves aren't moving it now. It probably wasn't the wave. It would be nice to get something from here. A new spot, you know, nothing about. I don't know if I'm fishing in 10 foot of clear sand or in 50 foot of rocks and snags. But I'm fishing. I think we're approaching slack water any time now. Although I've never fished here, knowing the straits, you normally get a few bites on the turn. When you fish a new mark as well, it takes a bit to work out the currents and stuff. And that right rod's slowly going over, look, heavily. What's that all about? Is that a fish? What's that all about? That's a slow pull, that. That's congerish, that. Something was happening then. Did you say it was a really slow pull down and then come back up? Wouldn't that be a result on the first cast in the first 5 minutes? You alright, mate? I think so, mate. I think I had a slow pull down on the right one and then a little twitch, but it's hard to tell if there's weed or anything out there, or...
I thought I just did as well.
You thought you did?
Yeah.
He thinks he's had a bite too, so... Come on. It's a muddy old mark, this. Not ideal in Crocs, is it? Hoping something can happen. It's a proper slow pull down now. It just went right the way down, then back up. And again, look. That's the thing with a new mark. That could just be the way the current is here, or it could be on a kelp bed that's blowing it, or, you know, it takes a couple hours to work out exactly what's going on out there. That's my excuse anyway. I'll cut you off in case I bore you too much, but if anything else happens, I'll show you. But something was happening. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Have a guess. Curtis just had a bite, and it's not good news. He's caught a massive crab. Can we have a look at your crab? So if they're there, I reckon I've got no bait on. Benji's trying to eat the crab. Oh, has he gone out, has he? Let's have a look at him, mate. Oh, has he gone?
You might see him when he goes in the more clear.
He's somewhere there.
Yeah, so he just messed it all up.
He's somewhere there. There was a big crab anyway, so...
He's
Yeah, he's a big crab as well. Better go and check on these rods, don't I? See if they've been crabbed. Just had one of them slow pull downs on the right one again. Don't think it's a fish, but another 10 or 15 minutes has passed, so I'm going to have a look. With Curtis just having that big crab as well, I'm guessing we're going to have to change baits pretty damn often. The main objective is not to be snagged. But there's weight on it. It's gone light tonight. It always feels heavy when it's out in the deep, doesn't it? See what's going on with the crab activity. No snag is good. I'm pretty certain this left one has gone over the rope, so that buoy. So I can't see that coming back in. I'm a bit reluctant to bring it in, to be honest. I know what's going to happen, but yeah. So then pull downs was weed on the line. And the squid is alright actually, it's not really been crabbed. But this is your problem, because I'm in that flow, you've got this weed coming through. And it's basically giving you slow pull downs. I'm going to try a big piece of fish on there in case there's any huss or anything around. Try something different. I've got to bring it in at some point, ain't I? If this comes in, I will be amazed. It's coming right over the side of the buoy where the line will be. I cannot see it coming in, but if it does, you never know, do you? Be a bonus if it does. It's still coming. Got it. That's a result on its own. So it did definitely go over the rope of that buoy. And that squid has not been touched again. Get some big stinky fishy baits on there, eh? Get them back in. Alright then. Back to my old tactics. Big piece of mackerel, clip down. See if there's any big us out there. I want to do it on both rods. The squid bait wasn't touched, was it? I've been in 20-25 minutes. Get some big mackerels out. Half a mackerel on each one. But we can safely say that's in the middle of the MENAI. Just noticed there's a few other anglers fishing the other side on that bank. Wouldn't know how to get to it, but they're there for a reason, aren't they? I see 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Right, let's hope this settles. It's got to settle. Need it to settle. It is at the moment blowing around in that current at a super fast speed. Let a bit of line off. It's already moved about 30 yards. That's not going to stop moving, that one. That is going. Yeah, fighting a lot of current here, to be fair. Still going, it's flying round. It's never easy, is it? Right, I think we got some sort of settle. Yeah, it's settled. Finally, it's settled. No, it's not. It's off again. Let a bit more line out. Get that hoop in the line. Good hoop. Right, are you settled? Still moving? No. Still moving from left to right it is. I'm casting it in over there. It's over there now. I'm going to send this other one out not so far that way. Fish it a bit closer in. That's bouncing around. Not ideal really, because you can't really fish. It's like just fighting with currents, but we're here giving it a go, aren't we? That's all we can do. Let's get a big piece of mackerel on the other one. Love to get a nice big fish out of here. Anything. Well, who wouldn't not like to get a big fish while the fishing, to be fair, but you know what I mean. Seems to have settled. I might put a squid in close again, just down here. Just the other side of that orange buoy, just in close, just in case there's any bass or hounds on this sandy bit, because they'll be coming across the sand, won't they? Fish a mackerel out far and a squid in close. That's what I'm doing, putting the squid about 20 yards out. Big new, sweaty, smelly squid. Proper stinker. Well, I've completely ignored my own advice. I'm putting the other half of that mackerel out. I do like these clip down rigs, to be honest. They are much neater and much better, and the line don't wrap round on the cast or anything. It is better. Should have listened to you all about a year ago. Not going to go as far with this one, because I don't want it pulling round. That one's settled sort of straight out in front of me, probably just to the left. I'm going to get this one, well, not as far. It's going to be a gentle little swing. That come out the clip then. I went a bit further than I thought that. A lot further than I thought. It's good braid this is on here. I'm going to see where this settles. Move that rod over. Try not to disturb that lead that's settled, because I've done that before. You finally get something settled, then you try and move it, and before you know it, you've banged it back up off the bottom. If this was settled roughly where it is now, I'll be happy, because I'll have 2 big mackerel baits out there settled then. Can only hope, can't we? Should settle, because it's not as far out. You know, the further you cast, the more it doesn't settle. It is going close to my other line already though. A little bit more off, a bit of a slack. Right, that should let it settle. Oh, they're getting close together, it's catching up with the other one. I think it's settled. Right, they're both fishing, which is good. They're pretty close together, they're sort of both at that angle. But it has settled. Right, if there's any hus, congers, dogs, or anything scavenging around down there, any rays, whatever. Ideally, to be fair, I'd have liked a couple of packs of fresh worm here. And just fish close in on the sandbar with some nice big fresh ragworm or blowlug. As I say, there's people fishing all over the other bank. There's 2 lads lure fishing down by the bridge there, so there must be fish around. Probably all after the bass, but I only had squid and fish baits with me, so you know, if I'd have had a bit of crab or some lures or a bit of fresh worm, I'd have had a go, but you all know me. Oh, I'm in a big hole. I'm not too bothered what I catch. As long as I can get a couple of bites, I'm happy. Right, people, I've only just got them big fishy baits in. Curtis is going to watch my rods for 10 minutes, and I'm going to have a walk around and show you these marks, or what looks like a mark, or somewhere I want to fish. I don't even know if they're any good or not, but he's going to keep his eye on them, and I'm sure it'll be recorded, so if anything happens, you will be seeing it. But I'm going to have a walk for 10 minutes and show you, and hopefully we'll come back to him catching a big bull huss, and he'll have it all on film, and then we're done. That's the plan. So Kirks is watching the stuff. They're all down there. There he is. I'll have a little walk along this path. There's a few marks I've wanted to fish. Look like bass marks on low water, but I know nothing around it. Just looks a bit bassy. I won't keep you boring too long. We're not going to show the whole walk, but I'll show you bits of it. So we're just walking along the path now. I often see lure fishermen off there, so there must be bass around. You've got loads of these like little island parts and little like sandy gullies and that. This all fills up to the wall on a big tide too. But really fancied fishing a load of this. I'll have to give it a go over the next, right, camera off. People coming. Sorry about that, people, but don't really want to record anybody without them knowing. Yeah, this fills up, so you've got to get the bass all in here, surely. I reckon you get flatties on this mud bit here. That is absolutely stunning, isn't it? Anglesey at its finest, this. Let's see what's round this corner. I'll have a little walk a bit further and I'll bring you back. So that's where I've just walked from, around there. I'm fishing on the beach there. You got like a little place here. This is one of the places I walked. I think it was last summer, and it just looked good. I did see fish in the shallow silver. I don't know if that was mullet or bass. I did see a couple. We're on the lowest of the low tides now, which is a really good time to look. See, all this fills up as well. And I know there's definitely fish comes through here because I've seen them. You've got loads of like weed beds opposite. But the bit that I really want to fish is round this corner on the spit into a deep channel. I'll show you that next. Yeah, this is the bit that I wanted to fish. If anybody knows anything about it, let me know. But I just think this looks super bassy around here. I really do. Just so peaceful. Bit of a walk, not for everybody. Yeah, when the flood comes in, you see it rushing through here. There's a channel here, and I've just got it in my head. It's going to produce fish. I'm definitely going to come and give it a go. That is exactly where I've seen the fish on the eye water once, all round there. I think it was last summer, the end of last summer. You got a thin channel here, and there must be millions of peeler crabs on there. Must be millions in that weed in the middle on that little island. Be nice to go over to that island, to be fair. I could get the sib over there and camp out and do a bit of fishing off that island, providing it's a little tide and it don't cover it. Yeah, I've always fancied this. I've never fished anywhere near here, to be honest. And I've always fancied it. You got these little beachy bits. There's plenty of bird life around. You got this channel that comes through, which I've always fancied. Off there, off that flat rock in that channel, around there and there for the bass. It just looks bloody good, doesn't it? Literally casting from up here down there. I reckon about 2 or 3 hours into the flood, right in the middle, you'd still be able to fish off that rock. I reckon you've got a good 2 hours up. Obviously, just cast over the back of that sand bed and down there, it's nice big fresh worms. I really fancy it. So subscribe, because you will be seeing that in the video soon. Whether I catch it or not, that's a different thing. I'm sure as this fills up round here, you've got to get the fish coming in. You have to get plenty of fish coming in there, don't you? Surely. I'm going to give it a go from either off there, I think off that bit there, because there's a bit of a drop down. Bang one just over the sandbar and one sort of out into the channel, big fresh worms. Fish a couple hours of the flood. I bet there's loads of spots on the end of all these as well. Yeah, I'm going to have a day here soon, people. I've decided, probably within the next week or two, I'm going to get here, bring a load of fresh rag and a load of fresh blow lug, and I'm going to bass fish it for a few hours solid. Probably blank. I'm going to give it a go. Right, let's go and see if Curtis has caught any fish on them 2 big mackerel baits. Yeah, so what do you think, people? Any tips? Any ideas? As I say, I know nothing about it. There must be hundreds of spots all around there to chuck a worm in. I'm going to give it a go. So subscribe. You'll see it over the next few weeks. Yeah, I was looking for lug beds. Couldn't see any lug beds on there, which would have been nice to see, but I've got the walk now back round that corner to that beach. Hopefully Curtis has had a big bull huss or a big conger or something, or a ray or whatever. Anything. It'd be nice, wouldn't it, if it went. But yeah, gonna go back, see what he's doing, chuck some more baits in, fish for another hour or so, see what happens. It'd be nice to have some definite bites. Let me know that there's some fish there, but the Menai Straits is full of fish. It's just what type of tide they run through, and that is at different marks, different tides and different weather conditions. But I can't believe how beautiful it is. Right, am I boring you, talking too much, showing you all these beautiful scenery, or would you rather me just zip it and just concentrate on the fishing? See you all in a bit. Just got back, there was no bites, but as soon as I got back he's just had a bite. I didn't see it, I'll take your word for it. I'll take his word for it. Oh, it's exciting. It'd be really funny if you went running to get it and just went flat in the mud. Come on. Not much to report here, boys and girls. Apart from it's getting muddy because the water's coming through the sand. It's all seeping through now, and it's a bit muddy. I think that bite, or not a bite, just weed or something on the line again. Let's see if they're being crabbed. I'd have thought a dog or something would have picked one of them up, to be fair. Let's see what's going on, eh? Let's see what's going on. I think it might have to be a fishing trip cut short. Some good food somewhere. That's what I'm thinking. Unless something goes. I just went really heavy then, but I guess I'll hit weed. It's definitely not a fish. It's just a big ball of weed. And that bite, people, look at that. That's been out there about half an hour and not been touched, so I ain't even going to bother checking the other. It's no point because I was in the same area. I'll know the other one's going to be there. Not even a dog. Oh, there's a dog there, but not even a dog. I'm going to get back out again later. This was just a quick check and mark out, but there's no snags. Don't look like there's any fish there yet. I'll try it in about another month's time here, because it seems to be in deep water with no snags, and it's in between the bridges, so it's a good spot, or should be. Don't seem to be fishing at all today though. But yeah, this is one of them beaches where you can fish from low all the way up to high on the wall, and you've always got a good bit of water to cast into. Never seen anybody fishing it before. I've walked it several times. Maybe people don't fish it because there's no fish here. It could be that. Yeah, I'm going to get out tonight, pick some worms up on the way back. It's a big fresh rag. Get out somewhere tonight. Unless anything happens, people, I'm going to call it there. It was just a really quick check the mark out, have a look at them marks there, show you what's going on and what the plan is in some future fishing in a few weeks' time. She's going to be good. I'm back in Trevor tomorrow morning. 5 days again working, so I'm going to try and get something from that Limb Peninsula, because I ain't caught a fish from the Limb Peninsula yet. I keep finding myself travelling back to Anglesey because I think Anglesey fish is better, in my opinion. I'm going to try and stick down to the Lynn. Dinner style or whatever it is, I fancy that. I really do fancy that. Seen a bass come from there last week, to be fair. So until next time, people, hit that subscribe button, keep watching. Sorry there wasn't much in this one, but this was just like more of a recce for me. But I always share everything I do, you know that. We'll get back out again soon.